There were a lot of films that got delayed during the pandemic, and this film took a year to come out. Find out my thoughts next. Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Reviews with Ryan. Today I'm going to be reviewing the movie Jungle Cruise. This is directed by Yami Jalette Sarah and stars Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt. The film is about a riverboat captain taking a brother and sister down a river, and on this quest they face dangerous animals and reptiles, and the film also has a supernatural element to it. The film has a lot of good colors. I think that this definitely feels like a very big budget type of summer type of blockbuster type of film. I feel that Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt, they do a good job of bouncing off of each other. Dwayne Johnson, he provides really good humor, and it just really makes the movie flow well. And the movie kind of reminded me of a smidge of The Mummy a little bit, with the brother-sister duo type deal. And also, like, the villains that are involved in this reminded me heavily of Pirates of the Caribbean. I definitely saw elements in this film of Pirates of the Caribbean. I think if you like Pirates of the Caribbean, you will like some of the elements that they've thrown in this film. And also with this film too, it just does a really good job of keeping the viewer interested. The dialogue is pretty well done. If I had some negatives to say about this film, there is a little bit overuse of CGI at times, and it wasn't as sharp as it should be, and I didn't really care for that. Also, there's a few scenes that I didn't care for. I didn't really have a lot of gripes about this film. I mean, the acting is fine. I'm always kind of split with Dwayne Johnson's movies. There's stuff that he's made that I just kind of did not like at all. And Emily Blunt, though, she does a really good job. I think she's really been making some really quality films lately, and this is just one of them. I really think that this is a film that the family can enjoy. I think that a lot of different people that like Disney films, and you feel like adventure, action, comedy, I think you get all three of those genres in this film, and it just does a really good job of keeping all of us intrigued in the story. It didn't feel too long. It was 2 hours. I think that was just about right. I think if it was any longer, it wouldn't have been as good. I think that even towards the end and the wrap up, it has a pretty good story. I will say that the villain in this is actually pretty good. I think that he does a really convincing role for this. I think that even the different action scenes that he's involved in, and definitely towards the end, it was pretty good. I think that he played his role well, and I think that people will be happy with the villain in this. I think that most of the action and the setting in this makes this film really good, and it's well thought out. There's just no shortage of time. I think there's enough action. They even throw some romance in this as well. I think it's an action film filled with different types of films that you can think of. I can even name Indiana Jones as another film that this could be related to as well. I just think there's a lot of different films that you can kind of throw out for this, that you can compare this to. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. I think that this was a pretty good film. It's pretty polished. A little bit with the CGI I didn't care for, but for the most part, the setting and everything makes this film pretty good watch. I think that this will be a good film to view in theaters for sure. I definitely enjoyed it in a theater, and I just think watching this at home, it wouldn't be the same effect as watching it in a theater, just with all the scenery and the setting and just everything that this film brings. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of this film. Thank you guys for watching this review, and I'll see you guys in my next review.